Hello everyone, it's Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. I know it's been a while, a few weeks actually, round 3. If you remember my last video, I said that when Nick got out of the hospital that I would be away from doing videos for a couple of weeks to take care of him. And it was just a tad over 3 weeks. And he's doing much, much better. He told me to please send his thank yous for all the prayers, the well wishes, the vibes of healing that all my subscribers have sent, and in fact all of you that have watched my videos have sent to him. He greatly appreciates it, and he sincerely thinks that that's exactly what helped him get over all this. What started with the flu went to type A, then to staph infection, then to pneumonia, and it was bad. But he's doing 100% better, back to work, doing great, thanks to y'all's love and prayers. I did promise one of my viewers, and I also had a very dear friend of mine, Sherry, asked me, have you done a video yet? Have you got your written, no, but this is for y'all. My welcome back video. I had promised one of my other subscribers that I would explain how I made this. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And this little piece slides up. Now, at the time, I could not find a butterfly to put here, which is what I would have rather, because you can see it sort of opens some. But it's got a little slider that slides up and down. So this is what we're going to be working on today. I did this out of cardstock because at the time I did not have a time card. And I think the lady I saw do this, Damia Puritan, anyway, she's on Facebook. She's not on YouTube. Girl has some wonderful ideas. But I did one out of time card, and I find these are a bit better because when you do this, now see, this is on a piece of, you see what happens when you're away from things for so long? It's on a piece of decorative paper, and it's blank on one side, so I can do whatever I want in here. And of course, you would if you're going to do anything, you want to cover that up. You don't want to glue where this is going to slide. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So you want to do your decorations before you do your little slider. Case in point, I did this one out of cardstock, and I decided, well, I'll do the butterfly, but may have to trim it up because it interferes with his antennae. But when I cut it out and I cut my spots, I forgot to decorate it. So then I had to do it again, and then as you do each side, of course, you cut it out. So that's like cutting that hole 3 times. Once for the cardstock, once for the back, once for the... Well, no, I didn't do this because I stamped that side. But this is the same way. I cut that out first, then put the paper, had to cut it out again, put the mat on this side, cut it. Yeah, decorate it first if you're using cardstock. And make sure that whatever you use is gonna fit. So that's what we're working on. Now, what I did, I took just a plain old time card. You can get these at an office supply store. If you have, say, 2 or 3 other crafting buddies that you're real close to, go in together, buy a thing of 50 of them and split them. So, because they're handy to have around. I did not buy mine. My dear sweet friend Sherry blessed me with a few. So I'm going to show you how I did this. Now, you will need a scrap. And by scrap, it can be any type of paper you have. You know the strips that we usually have left over off of things, the cardstock? That would work. That'd be perfect for this. Where's my... I had my hand on it. No wonder I couldn't see it. So, if you don't have time cards measure roughly 8 1/4 by 3 1/2. You can do cardstock. You can cut your cardstock the same size. You can cut it bigger, smaller, as these two are both larger. But if you want the time card size, and I love these things. Thank you so much, Sherry. Now on here, where all I did was fold them where I thought they would go, just like that. That's easy. But then I find that I may need this part up here to be maybe a little bit smaller, or maybe not. It all depends. You know, you do them the way you like. Now I do like the red side on the inside. So I think on this one, maybe I'll go about 3/4 of an inch for the top. Because all that's going to do is tuck. Now, I made that one, put that back on there. If I don't, I will lose it. I've lost it so many times. So, that's the fold you're gonna make. Then this one, you want to come not quite into that crease. Leave yourself just a tad, you know, up there, and then fold. That's the measurements. That's how you measure it. Figure out how much you want up top to be your flap, and then the bottom goes right up underneath it. I don't like to put mine right there, but you know, you got to have enough to where you're not cutting this inside to, you know, all the way up here. But I may have just boo-booed. We'll see. If I make a mistake, I'm doing it on here. Y'all don't have to. Now, because I'm not going to cover this, all I'm going to do is find my ink. I'm just going to ink it and go from there. If you want to do any collage on it or anything like that, or if you're using cardstock, please decorate yours first before you cut your hole and notch. That way you're not doing it again and again. Okay, one side, let's get these creases. I like my creases showing. Sort of gives me a different, like I got this little area, I got that little area, instead of worrying about how to decorate the whole long thing. I think it may be time for another, no, it can't be, I just changed that. Sometimes I think things wear out too much faster than they need to. You know, when I was a kid, I thought things used to last forever. But not so much anymore. Put that over there where it belongs. Put that away. Yeah, I did not clean up my desk before I went to Nikki's. Oh, let me tell you, you could tell it when I got home. It was a mess. Now, what I'm doing is, let's see, I'm gonna have that for the outside. I got a green for the outside, so let's do the red for the outside. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I'm gonna eyeball the center and just come right here with a notch, just like that. I need to make sure. Yeah, I can't come up that tall. See, maybe I should have done a longer one, but we'll see. We're in this together. So, yes, straight cuts. Ha ha. You wish. That's not gonna happen. Put that up and snip as close to there as possible. And that's not too bad. Now, what you do on this side is you're going to take your pencil and go inside that groove, and then come down however long you want. Because remember, you've got something that's going to be fitting here that's going up and down. All right, see, there we've got it. Now, I need, what do I do with my, one of these days, I'm going to lose my head if it wasn't attached. And if this thing was a snake, it'd have bit me. All right, so in order to do, I'm putting this down. I'm not sure you can see it, but I'm putting the bottom at like the 2-inch mark so that I know where to stop on the way coming down, because I can see where I start. I start here, and then I know I come down to the 2. Right, now, turn that around, and it doesn't have to be 2. You can pick any number on your ruler. Because see, my slot here is about 1 inch. So I'm going to go from here down to the next one. And there. I did it. And that's part. Then come here. Do that side. And of course, it does not want to come out. I'll come back with my scissors. Not that that's going to help any, but you know what? I'm going to cheat. All right, the top came down. That's good enough. Find the hole, put my scissors in there, and I see where the line was I cut. And I've had to do this many times because for some reason it just does not want to cut right. I see, I can, that is definitely wonky. And me here trying to straighten it out. Okay, good enough. So that when we close it, we can see, and I can tell that that's, yeah, there we go. We've got our, can you see it there? There's our groove, there's our slot. Now, close that up. If not, I will cut my fingers on that. I did that one time. I just moved something off my desk, and I had not retracted that. Sliced right into my finger. All right, now this I'm going to cut fairly thin. And yes, you may think this is a lot, it's a very big piece, but it takes me a bit to get my groove right, or my slider right. I don't know what you want to call it. And then too, it all depends. Now, I am not gluing this down, but that's basically what the shape we're going for right there. Now, I'm going to push all this aside a minute because I need something to go on top of that. And this is where we end up using our ephemera. These are my stash books, I reckon you call it. I've got one for tickets, one for pockets, one for stamps, one for labels, all kinds of ones. And you can tell I've got quite a bit in. Ooh, that'd be pretty, but that's way too big. So you want something that, see, that would be too big. Ooh, this would be perfect. I love this one. These are like my favorite butterflies. I know I got them on a digiprint somewhere, but I couldn't tell you where right offhand. Yeah, this is one of the problems I have. Everything wants to come out of the pockets. But I stash, this is my ephemera book, and this isn't all that I have. I've got others. I could use a bee, but that bee's too big. You can use a flower with the petals, anything. But, yeah, I've got a whole set of these up here that I made. And if you want to know how to make them, I got the template for those from Genevieve Designs. I think I've got just about all that woman's templates. Now I'm going to trim this off a little short. Now, you're going to take the part where it's open and go from the inside up so that it's coming out just like that. And you see that? And then we're going to spread this part up, this side apart. I'm going to hold it there a minute. Let me go ahead. I want to put some ink on this because I think this would stand out. Now you notice the butterfly, the wings don't come up very far, and I don't have any antennae on this one. So I think this one's going to work out real good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm folding my butterfly in half. Yeah, it may not look like it's in half, but it's in half. Now, bring my glue over. Now, remember the saying, a little dab will do you? Well, that's about it. All you're doing is gluing these two pieces of paper together. I got one there, a little dab there, because you do not want it to spread anywhere else. And I'm putting my butterfly right at the tip of that, so that the edge of where it's, I don't know if you can see how right in there, you barely see the tip of the butterfly. Now, give that a minute to set, and we'll see where we're at. Excuse me a moment. So, close that up. I want to move this down. Now close that down and see how that slides up, and you open that up and that holds it closed. Just as easy as that. Now you can put stickers on here, you can use stamps, you can do whatever you want to decorate, inside, outside, but that would fit perfect in a pocket in a journal. You can use these as tucks in a journal, or what I was thinking of earlier, especially when I did this one, was if I didn't want to cover this back or even just leave it like that, I can glue this down into a book, and that could be like a little hidden area. Just like that. Well, see what I mean? The antenna gets stuck under there. Well, it can have one antenna in, one antenna out. So, the last thing I wanted to show is, what if I wanted this to be hidden? All right, let's say you want to hide that. Well, that's really quite easy. Just trying to get it to stay down there some. You can take, I don't have another piece like that. Let me see if, let me look in my labels. Maybe, because all we want to do is cover it. What have I got in here for labels that would work? I know those are too big. Would that cover that? Yep, that would do it. Something just that size. That certainly would do it. Or I can even use a strip. Couldn't I? It's almost wide enough, but not quite. Let's see, is this any wider? All right, let's use this instead. Oops, put this back away. See, I've got more room for labels. I just haven't been into labels much, you know, as far as using them, so that's why there's so many in there. Okay, put this, got to remember, put things away when you use them. Now, all I'm going to do here is I'm going to find, you know, just, let's see, we'll do that side look better. That way, yeah. So it's going to be almost like a belly band at the top. This way that one cut side doesn't look so conspicuous. You know what I mean. Which way looks up, which way looks down. I'll do it like that. Come back with our glue. Now, you see, we do not want to glue between this area. So, but we want enough that it's going to hold that thing down. So we'll put some there. We'll put some here. I don't know why Fabri-Tac seems to want to become stringy here lately. Put that there. And then just, I'm rubbing this outwards because I don't want the glue to go inwards. And there, that's hidden. That has hidden it, and it still moves. So there you go. And it's not going to pop out. Because remember, like this one here, you fold it up, it's going to want to pop out. So by hiding it, it does not pop out. And then we can pull that down, fold it up, hold it back up, and there we've got it. That's it. Isn't that adorable? Now I gotta find another closure. I gotta find a closure for this one. And figure out how I'm gonna decorate these. I could leave it as a place to jot notes down, and then maybe just put another like belly band across here to hold that one down. That would work. See, the possibilities are endless. But I think what I am going to do is, first thing is, I'm going to clip his antenna off because one's already started to tear. I know, I can hear y'all saying now, don't do it. But, well, come on, you're off. There. Just like that. And now I will put something over here to hide that. But I think I'm going to use this one. Actually, inside of a journal, glue it down. So, what do y'all think? Do y'all like it? Is it something that you're going to want to remake and put in your journal? Let me know in the comments below. And if you do like what I've shared with you today, give me the thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified of upcoming videos. And please subscribe to my channel. Remember, every thumbs up is something good for all of us YouTube videographers, YouTubers. Yep, it's been a long time since I've been on. It all helps in building us up and giving us encouragement to go on. So until next time, bye guys.